Hi there, DIY Dave here, bringing you another great how-to. In this episode, we're going to focus on the furry friends here and what I do to groom them and how I set up my table. It's a makeshift table. It's items I use from around the house. I created this arm right here to help me keep this guy stabilized. As you see here, he's really not going anywhere. He's ready to be groomed. If I could do this, and take this and go through here, he's ready to be groomed. And so I know everyone sits there, goes through when they're trying to groom their dogs. They're like, oh my God, what do I do? How do I get this done? I have a table, but then I don't have an arm. Maybe I do it on the floor, maybe they run around and they jump off the table. And so that's exactly the problem that I had, right? They were jumping around, they were not staying on the floor. It was very difficult. They wanted to lay down, they wanted to go on their bellies. They knew it was coming. And so what I learned was, when you bring them to the groomers, this is what they have. And so that's what I'm gonna do, is show you how you can make this easier and show you what I do to set this up. So stay tuned and we'll be right there. Okay, so now first step is get yourself a table. This is a table that I have just for general party purposes. It's a fold-up table. Fairly inexpensive, but I get multi-use out of it, and that's the total goal of what I have today, is to use whatever I have around the house to help groom the dogs. And so here I'll show you what I do to set this up. Really quick, really easy, and hopefully this helps you. Let's go ahead and take this up. So here we have a table set. All right. So now, this is a grooming arm that I actually made. I put it together. It's mainly PVC pipe with a few pipe connections, I have an eyelet here, and then I have some base connections that I made here. If you're really interested in how I actually went about and made this grooming arm, I do have a video on that, so please check it out. It's in my channel, and I'll leave a link at the end of this video as well so that you can check it out and you can see what I went about doing this. And really, most of this stuff is parts that I had around my house, but if you had to go out and buy it again and build this yourself, it would probably be about 15 bucks in total to build it. Now, what I have to do is, obviously this moves around. It's not going to be a very good grooming arm if you leave it like that. I will clamp this down, and I'll show you what that looks like. And there you can hear my dogs. They're guarding the house. Or they're not happy that the grooming table's out. One or the other. So now you have this, and see, it's not moving anywhere. Now they're going to go crazy. The next thing I do is I put down a mat. Now this mat is so that they don't slip. If it's just on this surface here, they're going to slip. On here, they have a more grip and they're not going to slip, so this way they can be more comfortable. Then I just get my grooming supplies and I put it on this side of the table. I have all this. I get a clip that there, clip this here. This way it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't move. And then, of course, you need your scissors and your grooming supplies, and you need your clippers and things like that. And so there you have it. Really easy. This is a DIY table. It's a makeshift table. This is about the best thing that I can come up with. And to show you, I'll actually show you what I do with my dogs here so that you can see how the dog is placed on the table. Come here, Lucky. Which one wants to go up? You want to go up? You want to go up? Now, here you go. Put Lucky up here. So really what I do is, this is a detachable collar. I use this as my lead. And so here, when I made this, I custom made it, right? So that it fits the actual length of my dogs, it fits the height. And so that's something you have to account for. Depending on the dog type you have, you want to make this so that you have enough room that you can put a lead on, and make enough room so that his head can move around here and you have his body around. Again, this is for a small dog. I wouldn't really use something like this for a bigger dog. Stand up straight. There we go. And so here, I just loop this around. I don't necessarily use the hook and eye part. I just take this and I just loop it around and do this. And now what I can do, I can take my clipper and I can go down and I can shave him. I can go down, go like this. I can shave him this way. And you see, he's really not moving. He's not going anywhere. And so if I need to get under here, let's take his tail, go under. Same thing. All right, take his tail, go under, and see how he wants to move? But he really can't move. I know, baby. This is a good dog. This really is helpful. And if I need to adjust it and need to move it, or if I need to get it around, I just take this off and I sit there and go around, put him on the table. I want to cut his face, I go this way, sit there and do things. I trim. If I need to put it back on, I go ahead and I put it back on. Come on. Come on, buddy. I just go ahead. Here we go. I just put it right back on. And here it helps me get this whole grooming process done. So he's been a great rock star. He already got his haircut. He doesn't want another one. So I'm going to leave him do it. Here we go. We'll get him down. And there you have it. So this is how I make my grooming table, and this is how I set it up, and this is everything I do. It's fairly easy, fairly quick, very inexpensive. It's something that I do here at home. I usually have a waste basket when I'm actually cutting the dogs to brush the hair into it so it doesn't go all over the floor. If you found that this was helpful, I'd really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you again. So happy DIYing.